morning, y'all. So today is Saturday, check-in day. So this is the check-in setup. So got my light right here, tripod here. I used to use, it had a different light, and then just put the backdrop here. And then on my phone I have a little Bluetooth clicker. So you just click it, take the picture. But yeah, the check-ins look a lot better when you use a picture instead of a video. But let's see if we can show you guys real quick. Not too shabby. You can see they look a lot more crispy. Double. Little side chest, a little detail coming on the leg. So, going to get some water now, get my stuff ready, and we will hit the road. We got a busy morning. I'll talk to you guys about it in the car. What's up, everybody? So, just finished cardio. Did 10 minutes of walking, 20 minutes of stairs, some abs, some calves here at Revival Fitness. Came down here this morning because we're going to go see the bodybuilding show. So we got Mike competing, we got Juan competing. So we're gonna go see them. And it is right down the street from here. So try to get down there around 8:30, 8:45. It's about, I don't know, 8:05 right now. Yeah, 8:06. So yeah, give me some time to chill out. You know, ample time to do cardio. So yeah, now we're getting to meal one. So we got 130 grams cream of rice, 100 grams of blueberries, and put 10 grams of peanut butter on there. And then we have 2 scoops of whey here, which we will do a whey drip. So yeah, we're doing the half crackberry, half peanut butter cookie. Trying that again today. Tried it in our waffles the other day. Didn't really notice a difference, but I think it will be good like this because the crackberry is not my favorite, just as plain cream of rice. So I think doing the half and half will be better. It smells delicious. And then a little bit of peanut butter on top, and then one of the GOAT protein flavors of all time, the EveryBodyNutrition salted peanut butter crunch. That's what I'm mixing up here. Absolutely one of the best flavors ever, and in an ISO. So yeah, I put a little bit too much water here. That's okay. It's gonna be more of like an icing. It's a little bit runny. Forgot that it was an ISO. But shout out to Fabi, putting me back on this one. Have not had this in a while. And you know, obviously Chris too. Chris says his favorite protein of all time, which, you know, it's definitely up there. So I'm not gonna put all this on here because it'll be too runny, but you get a good bit of it on there. I'll just probably eat the rest. Yeah, it's freaking delicious. Try not to make a mess. But yeah, chill out here, eat meal one. Make sure you pray over your food so you don't choke and die. Amen. Let's give this a little taste test. Look at that. Look at that first bite there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Way better. Like this. Police going crazy. Yeah, that is definitely peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, when you get them in the cream of rice, it's peanut butter and jelly. That's fire. Yeah, that's fire. So, yeah. So, why did I switch it up? Instead of pancakes, because I didn't want to make pancakes last night or this morning. So I made this last night, so I was ready to go this morning. But cream of rice the same, blueberries the same. We will have another meal later, and we'll have that banana with that meal, which would be like pre-workout. And then I didn't want to bring eggs with me, so 10 grams of peanut butter. And then instead of egg whites, we do the whey, 2 scoops of whey, so we get at full 50 grams of protein, because the whole eggs have some protein too. So yeah, so very simple, you know, just change things around, keep the premise the same, the macros the same. But yeah, so finish this meal, change clothes. I already changed shirts 3 times today because I sweat through everything. Yeah, then we're gonna go head to the show, see the boys, eat another meal, and we'll come back here to Revival and we'll train some back and hamstrings today. Yeah, so Saturday morning, you know, eventful. Y'all saw the check-in process. I'm not too mad with them. Still nothing fun in play. 20 minutes of cardio 5 times a week. Not difficult. And, you know, same stack that we've been on for the past, I think this will be going into week 8. So, to be fair, the longest cruise that I've done in a while. But some of you might not think that this is a cruise, but, you know, to each their own. I'm excited for prep. But I know the time will come when the time is ready. So until then, we shall wait. There's really no rush. I mean, I could definitely push the calories down, you know, and start losing body fat quickly. But we still got 21 weeks from today, so, you know, it's a lot of time. And, you know, we got to get to 217, which is about, I was 244 this morning, so that's what, 27 pounds. So that's like a pound a week and some water, which is very doable. You know, I think at the end, might have to do some water manipulation of sorts, which shall be fun. Probably gonna have to hang on the inversion table. Try to get that 224, you feel me? But like I've said before, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm gonna come in peeled, and I'm gonna be a much better package than last year. That's all you can hope for. That's all you can do in bodybuilding. Like, your placing doesn't really matter that much. It just matters, you know, you're progressing each year. If you're only worried about placing, like, you could do one show this weekend and, you know, whatever, place 3rd, go to another show next weekend, different panel judges, and you could get 1st or you could get 5th or whatever. It just depends on what they're looking for on that day. But if you know that you progress from one week or from one year to the next, you know, that's all that you can do. That is bodybuilding. That is, you know, the goal at the end of the day. So your placing will come when it's time. But if you just do the best you can do, and you bring, you check all the boxes every single day, you bring the best that you could do, that's all you can do. As cliche as that sounds, it's really all that matters. You know, it's a subjective sport. So, you know, we can't, you know, will ourselves to win as much as we want to. It's not up to us. It's a subjective sport. So, anyways, let me get this down.
More stairs.
Yeah, bro, getting after it. Shout out to Esteban.
Best part?
Oh, shredded.
It's the stairs.
It's the stairs. Stairs get you shredded. Shout out to Estee Fitness. Go use his code bulk.
One
It's still filming, yeah.
bought 64 bags of cream of rice.
Apparently Juan bought all the cream of rice. So shout out to Juan too. But yeah, gonna get into a little chest workout, a little bit of tries back home at Revival. Best place to hit chest in Orange County, hands down. But yeah, we're gonna get after it. So yeah, big chest day. Not big chest day because we'll do like 2 or 3 exercises. Said it 25 times, but the arms need to come up still. Volume is still kind of at a minimum. Not at a minimum, but it's not anything crazy. So we will do probably 4 or 5 sets of chest, and we got 4 or 5 tricep exercises. So we'll do somewhere between 10 to 15 sets of triceps. So yeah, we'll do some calves in between too, because we need to get calves, and then we'll pose, and yeah, that'll be chest tries, so that'll be it. So earlier you guys kind of saw my check-in setup, my posing setup, and I'll show you guys the posing up here too. Kind of what I talk about, right? Bodybuilding is posing. Bodybuilding is showcasing your physique. It's not just lifting weights. It's not just doing cardio. When we get up on stage in competitive bodybuilding, what we are doing is showcasing our physique. So if you are a competitive bodybuilder or you have aspirations to compete, the most important part is going to be your posing, right? Your training, your nutrition, all of that builds your physique, but actually showcasing your physique will determine where you place, right? So we just had a show this past weekend that I showed you guys that we were at. There are plenty of guys who were not showcasing their physique. They look like they didn't practice posing a lot, and they have a lot of muscle, but they're not showing it. So again, if your goal is to be a competitive bodybuilder on stage, you need to practice your posing, and find what poses, where you look best in poses, how to angle your body and hide your weak points, to create the best look. So posing is huge, right? And so setting up my check-in spot is huge, so I can have consistent variables, consistent pictures, right, in the same spot. So it's very simple, right? Have the same location, the same lighting, the same backdrop, so that as we look at pictures over time, we can clearly see, this was what this week looked like, this is what this week looked like, and you can see little variable changes, right? If we bump cardio, if we lower carbs, whatever, we can see that visual change right away, versus trying to look and like, oh, is that the same light? It's a little bit different light. Oh, you look like, there's a film on this because one time you use a camera, one time you use your phone, or we're using natural light and we can't really tell the difference, or there's a shadow or whatever it may be. So having that consistency is huge for your coach, for yourself to look at these things and track your progression. So that is how I know that I need to work on my triceps, because I've been taking my check-in pictures, right? So yeah, gonna hit some triceps and chest, and we're gonna get after it. All right, y'all, so this is the posing room at Revival. I'm trying to move this back a little bit. So obviously, like I said, bodybuilding is posing. So you want to get to practice posing. And having a posing room is cool, you know, at your gym or wherever, at your house. So you can get, you know, good consistent lighting, and, you know, like we have a mirror right here right behind us. And then there's a mirror back here too for your, like back double bicep, your back lat, so that you can see what those look like from the back. But I think it's also important to practice without a mirror and just film it. And then you just have to watch it back and try to feel the muscles, because when you're on stage, there's no mirror. So you need to get used to practicing without a mirror at some point. But usually when I'm here, I'll go through 2 or 3 rounds in a row, take a breath, and then do like 2 or 3 more rounds in a row. So a round is front relaxed, quarter turn to a back relax, quarter turn to the other side. Then you face front, hit a front double, hit a side chest, turn around, hit a back double, turn around, hit ab and thigh, and then your favorite classic pose, and then back into front relax. So if you do, you know, like if you're on stage and we could do 3 or 4 rounds in a row, I think 3 rounds in a row is a good way to practice. And then just learning how to breathing through your chest, not breathing through your stomach while you're posing. Because like, let's say you're holding a vacuum, right? You don't want to be breathing through your stomach and losing that vacuum every time. It's just not a good look. So those are things that you need to practice if you want to get better at posing, if you want to do better on stage. So I'm going to go through a couple rounds here, get my posing in, and the harder that you pose, the harder that you train, the more that you'll be conditioned on stage to be able to go a couple rounds, go the distance, and to ultimately get you in better shape too. It's another form of cardio, and it actually applies to what we're doing, because like I said, we're not doing the Stairmaster on stage, we're posing. So if you pose harder, better, in better posing shape, then that will help you do better at your show. So I'm gonna do that. That was Road to the Show. I don't know what episode this is, but appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, share with a friend, and we will see you in the next one.